we're going to go to Jimothy. At this point, you get pushed out into the open space. And by open space, I mean it's clearly what you would expect from a typical, political press conference. As you're up on the stage, you got the town or the city emblem in the front, podium, and you instantly start to see all these people. Like we're talking like 30, 40 people are just losing their minds trying to get your attention.
All right, I'm gonna ask everybody, I need you to quiet down. I'm happy to answer as many questions as I can in the time provided, and we'll start as soon as you guys quiet down. And I'll go with who I hear first. So, can I get a question?
So you see somebody raise their hand, or that you called on, and they go, I'm a reporter for Banano Memes number 1938. We heard multiple testimonies that the mayor spends most of his free time buying every single sweet pastry in every bakery of town, much to the disdain of every other customer. How can you explain this type of behavior, and does he plan to stop doing this?
You sure that the mayor is doing this, or maybe it's somebody else that is just very similar, because it's a kind of an outrageous thing you're suggesting.
Are you questioning our ability to report news? How long have you been doing what you're doing? We've been doing this for,
I'm an expert in what I've been doing.
50 years. I've been doing my job for... What's that?
This is something I've more experience in than you might realize. This is not my first time speaking out on a political matter.
Don't worry, we've done our work, so I can assure you that this is they know who it is.
Maybe you don't have the full story, because I certainly don't know about this behavior.
Roll a persuasion check.
Yeah, I like those. I rolled a 16 plus 11, so it's 27.
So, because you're not dealing with the average person, you're dealing with another person who's an expert at the same thing similar that you're doing, they're going to roll against it, but with the very similar bonus.
No way.
Natural 20. Nat 20.
But what's their bonus?
11.
No, that's baloney.
Are you serious?
No, I'm not arguing it. I'm just
actually, no, I'm sorry. It's not 11. It's 10. It's not 11.
Okay.
So
there's no way it's as good as mine.
Total of 30. What was your total again?
27.
Okay. So they start to look at you. Are you new in this position? I have never seen you in this. Actually, I've never really seen you in this town before.
What's the name of this town again? You think I don't know where I am? You think I'm just a nobody?
What's the name of the town?
This town is fabulous. This is a great place to get some calzones.
What's the name of this? Can you tell us, please? Are you actually working for the city? And you just hear people just...
I am officially in capacity working for the city, yes.
Because what's the name of the city that you're working for right now? Were you hired directly by the mayor?
I was hired directly by the mayor.
Did he hire somebody that doesn't even know where they are?
I'm not at liberty to say. That's classified information. And if I give out that information, it could pose a security risk.
If anybody in chat can remember what the name of the city is, put it in now. And if let's see, if you can remember, you can let Jimothy know.
Or just fucking troll him.
Or you can lie with me. I'm getting all sorts of different answers here.
It's San Diego.
Are you gonna? So what do you want to do now at this point?
Bro, go.
I'm just gonna ignore that question. I'm ignoring the question.
Go for it. Don't be.
You gonna try to ignore it, or you could pick one of the ones that they're giving you?
Core security.
No. I don't have
that
to
one
answer that
taken
question.
away.
Let's move on.
Ooh. All right. So they go. Well, you gonna answer the question that we asked?
No, we can move on. Next question.
And okay, so roll. They're gonna roll a persuasion to see if you can get them to. They're not gonna roll against this, but this right now. But this will see if they could actually will agree to move on.
Ooh, guess what I got?
19, everybody. There you go.
Which is actually a 30.
A 30, nice. But 19, natural 19, so we'll be giving away the first NFT stack from Monkey Stack. So at this point, I will say, let's go back to the story, that you managed to convince them to go to the next question. The next person gets called, and this person says, my name, I'm a reporter for Eva 9517, so it's AVEEVA 9517. It goes, what is your response regarding the allegations that the mayor siphoned the a citizen's winnings from a cash charitable game and siphoned those funds for his political campaign?
Oh, what was this charity?
The charity was supposed to help those who were trying to get back onto their feet after a incident occurred with a drug overdose, things like that, medical situations. They were supposed to help. These funds were supposed to help people.
Right. I heard about this. Yeah, that charity was discovered to be complete fraud. It did not help people get back on their feet, and we confiscated their winnings. That's correct.
So what did you do?
Their
roll a deception check.
Oh God.
19.
Are you serious?
No.
Well, that's 2.
Wow.
So
that's plus 11 as well. So 30.
So that's twice now. So now we're giving away. Now this one is going to be for the epic stack. At this point, they're like, well, how do you know it was... Okay, they go, so where did the funds go then? So that's it's interesting to find out that there was an issue with that. We were just hearing about this. So where did those funds go back to? Where did they go?
Well, the resources were not cheap when we ran the investigation, so the funds went back to recoup the original costs when conducting the investigation into this fraudulent charity.
Roll a deception check. They let that one go.
They have to.
They start talking again. Next person wants to go up. And he raised, they call him out. He goes, all right, reporter is Ook 190576. Some of the clientele of one of the local inns reported that the mayor last visited said inn. The innkeeper was so excited that he declared that the next round of drinks would be on the house. Shortly after, they noticed that the mayor was missing. After about an hour or so, the searchers of searching, they found him on the roof of the inn, where he claimed that he was actually looking for said drinks. What can you tell us about this type of behavior coming from the mayor?
See what's so strange?
So you agree that this is odd behavior?
No, this sounds like something that anybody could do. Have you ever walked into a room and thought, gee, what am I doing in this room? I forgot why I walked in, and then you go back to what you were doing before? Has that not happened to you?
The reporter looks at you, perhaps, but I've never ended up on a roof before.
I have.
The individual stops and goes, why? How did that happen?
I was looking for drinks, believe it or not.
Were you under the influence of alcohol or drugs?
Well, I'm at a social gathering. I may have had one, two, but you do understand.
So you're saying the mayor was under the influence of other drugs or beverages before he even showed up to the tavern? What was he doing wandering around the city, intoxicated?
That's not what I'm suggesting. He was looking for the drinks that were providing from the venue. Listen. Don't put those words in my mouth. I didn't say that.
So, but you're saying is that it makes sense to do something like that while under said influence. But if you just showed up at said tavern, you're telling
Think
me
of it more like this.
Just to be clear, you are saying that this was him. You're not denying that this was him. You're saying
I don't see it as an issue. He went up on the roof.
How do you not think that a higher
you're at
official,
a social gathering?
Well, how do you not think that somebody of high important, official government status is risking his life, putting himself on a roof, looking for beverages that don't exist?
Well, I don't really think being on a roof is risking your life. But to answer your question, maybe he was just enjoying himself.
And codes of what's appropriate, navigation of certain dangerous locations, especially on the job. And if he's a government official, well, I think that's very fair to say that he should be doing things that are dangerous to put himself at risk.
He's a mayor. He's not a.
That is our city's customs.
He doesn't have a secret
this
service.
is why it's important that we feel that we have somebody who is speaking to us that knows of our customs, because it's something that apparently you think is funny.
What? What? Am I laughing?
You said you were making jokes, but he's gonna roll to see if he's gonna screw up on that. That's good. He goes, well, I didn't say you were laughing. And you see he's kind of like, stutters for a moment, and he goes,
you see, there's really not much to this story. He wanted to explore his venue, and he looked up at the roof. There are often venues on roofs. This is a nothing burger.
Nothing burger.